Love English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Love English Podcast. I'm Leo.
And I'm Emma. We are so glad you are here to learn English with us today.
Today's topic is maybe not the most exciting topic in the world, but it is a part of everyone's life.
That's right. Today we are going to talk about housework and chores. Housework or chores are the jobs you do to keep your house clean and organized.
It is a very useful topic because we all have to do chores. So learning the English words for these tasks is very practical for everyday conversation.
Exactly. Let's start with some of the most common chores. What is a chore you do every single day, Leo?
Every day after I eat, I have to wash the dishes. Or you can say, do the dishes.
Wash the dishes. That is a very common one. You wash the plates, cups, and forks after a meal. What about clothes?
For clothes, we say, do the laundry. Laundry is the word for dirty clothes that need to be washed. So I do the laundry. I don't do this every day. I usually do the laundry once a week, on Saturdays.
Once a week is a great phrase. It means one time per week. So we have wash the dishes and do the laundry. What about cleaning the floors?
For floors, we can sweep the floor with a broom. Or if you have a special machine, you can vacuum the floor.
Sweep and vacuum. Those are great verbs. Another important chore is to take out the trash or take out the garbage.
Yes, you take the bag of trash from inside your house to a bigger bin outside. I usually do this every 2 days.
Another chore is to make the bed. This is something many people do every morning after they get up.
I try to make my bed every day. It makes the room look much nicer.
I agree. We can also dust the furniture to remove the dust or wipe the table after we eat.
These are all very useful phrases. Let's say them one more time for our listeners to practice. Repeat after us.
Wash the dishes.
Do the laundry.
Sweep the floor.
Take out the trash.
Make the bed.
Fantastic! Now you can talk about the basic chores you do at home.
Let's see how this works in a real-life situation. Let's imagine two roommates, Leo and his roommate, discussing how to share the chores for the week.
This is a very common conversation for people who live together. My roommate, a man named Mark, will be our third voice.
Hey, Leo, do you have a minute to talk?
Sure, Mark. What's up?
I was thinking we should make a schedule for the housework. The apartment is getting a little messy.
You are right. That is a good idea. A schedule will make things fair.
Okay, so what chores do we need to do every week?
Well, we both need to take out the trash. Maybe we can take turns. I can do it this week, and you can do it next week.
Sounds good. I can do that. What about the floors? They really need to be cleaned.
I agree. I can sweep the kitchen floor if you can vacuum the living room carpet. How does that sound?
That works for me. I hate sweeping. And what about the bathroom? It needs to be cleaned too.
Let's clean the bathroom together on Saturday morning. It will be faster if we both do it.
Perfect. So we have a plan. This will be much better.
I agree. Thanks for bringing it up, Mark.
No problem.
And we are back.
In that conversation, my roommate Mark and I divided the chores.
Yes, you talked about specific tasks like take out the trash, sweep the kitchen floor, and vacuum the living room.
And we made a plan and a schedule. This is a very practical and realistic conversation.
Now let's try a different situation. Let's talk about chores in a family, especially with children.
Good idea. Let's imagine Emma is talking to her friend, a man named David, who is a father.
David, our third voice, will talk about how he teaches his son about responsibility by giving him chores.
Hi, David. How are you? You look tired.
I am a little tired. I spent the morning teaching my son a new chore.
Oh, really? That is great that he's helping out. What is he learning to do?
He is learning how to do the laundry. He is 10 years old now, so I think he is old enough.
That is a very useful skill to learn. How did it go?
It was okay. We had a small problem with too much soap, so there were bubbles everywhere, but he thought it was very funny.
That sounds like a funny memory. Does he have other chores?
Yes, he has to make his bed every morning. That is his daily chore. He also has to take out the trash on Wednesdays.
Wow, that is very responsible. It is good that you are teaching him.
I think it is important. He needs to learn how to help around the house. What about your kids?
They have chores too. They have to clean their own rooms and help me wash the dishes after dinner.
It sounds like we are both raising helpful kids.
Let's hope so.
And scene.
This conversation was about giving chores to children.
Yes, David talked about teaching his son to do the laundry, and he mentioned his son's other chores, make his bed, and take out the trash.
This is a very common topic for parents, and it shows how we use this vocabulary to talk about family life and responsibilities.
For our final situation, let's imagine someone is moving out of an apartment.
Oh, when you move out, you usually have to do a big, deep clean. Let's imagine Leo is talking to his landlord on the phone.
The landlord, a man, will be our third voice. He will remind me of the cleaning I need to do before I leave.
Hello, Mr. Smith speaking.
Hello, Mr. Smith. This is Leo from apartment 4B. I am just calling to confirm that I will be moving out this Saturday.
Ah, yes, Leo. Thank you for calling. I have it in my calendar. I just want to remind you that the apartment needs to be completely clean before you hand over the keys.
Of course. I have a list of things to do.
Good. Please make sure you wash all the dishes and empty the refrigerator. Also, you need to sweep and mop all the floors.
Yes, sweep and mop the floors. I will do that. What else?
You also need to clean the inside of the oven. And, of course, please take out all the trash when you leave.
Okay, I understand. I will make sure the apartment is spotless.
Thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. Call me on Saturday when you are ready for the final inspection.
I will. Thank you. Goodbye.
And we are back.
This conversation was very practical. The landlord gave me a list of chores I have to do.
Yes, a moving out clean is a lot of work. He used a lot of our vocabulary. Wash the dishes, sweep the floors, and take out all the trash.
He also added a new one. Mop the floors. Mopping is when you wash the floor with water.
This is a great example of using chore vocabulary in a more formal and serious situation.
Okay, I think we have cleaned up this topic nicely. It is time for a final review.
I agree. First, we learned the English words for many common household chores.
Wash the dishes, do the laundry, sweep the floor, vacuum, take out the trash, and make the bed.
We learned how to say when we do them, using phrases like every day or once a week.
We practiced using this vocabulary in 3 different real-life situations.
2 roommates making a cleaning schedule.
A parent talking about giving chores to their child.
And a tenant talking to his landlord about cleaning before moving out.
Now, listeners, it is your turn to
Great job practicing today. Remember, every minute you spend learning is an investment in your future. Keep it up, and I'll see you in the next episode.